Scouts all the time?
Well, they shouldn't be. The no one-on-one contact rule applies to merit badge sessions as well. In this case, the guidelines allow for a buddy system, where more than one scout can meet with a counselor at a time. Or you could have another adult around, the counselor's spouse, or another leader, or the parent of a scout.
That seems so over the top, having two adults around for a merit badge counseling session.
Really? Why?
Well, merit badge counselors are registered and have passed a criminal background check and are devoting their time to sharing their expertise with the scout to help them advance. It just seems so unlikely that they'd be abusers.
Yeah, it does seem unlikely. And then again, what better way for an abuser to gain access to a kid than to invite him into his home?
Oh, come on. I mean, all you have to do is look at the headlines to see you have no idea what people are really like. I mean, everybody these days has some secret.
Yeah, that's true, but let's not get overly dramatic here. You know, the truth is the vast majority of adults involved in scouting are good people like yourselves doing it for the right reasons. You know, guys, we've been talking about adult behavior so far, but let's face it, sometimes problems can come from kids, either through bullying or even sex abuse.
How do we deal with that?
Well, adult leaders are supposed to monitor their scouts and step in whenever necessary to stop inappropriate behavior. At that point, you should tell the boys' parents and get their help in dealing with it.
Yeah, but what if you talk to the parents and that doesn't even help?
If you've got serious or repetitive incidents going on, then the unit committee should review things. And if the problems continue, the scout can be asked to leave the unit or his membership can be revoked. Now, if that happens, the council should be notified immediately.
Sounds like we're becoming judge and jury here.
Look, I understand what you're saying, but the thinking is that that kind of behavior puts an unreasonable burden on the other kids and on the unit leadership, and it really can't be ignored. So the unit should also tell the scout executive about any incidents involving a physical injury or allegations of sexual misconduct by a youth member with another youth member.
I so agree with that. I mean, the unit shouldn't have to put up with bad behavior. But what else do the guidelines say?
Well, privacy is certainly an issue. Obviously, with outdoor activities and camping, there's a lot of clothing changes, showering, the sort of thing where boys deserve privacy. So, in those cases, adult leaders should only step in if there's a safety or health problem.
What about stopping horseplay, like snapping towels and stuff like that? Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
Kids are going to be kids. I think you have to use your own judgment about a situation where, it's just kids having a good time versus a health or safety issue, or even just their feelings being hurt. In cases like that, you need to step in and you need to stop the behavior.
Wait, step in? How?
Just take control, like you would at home. Privacy takes second place to safety. Since we're trying to create a positive experience, there are going to be times when you have to intervene and make sure everyone's feeling okay.
But where is that line between horseplay that's harmless or between bullying and hazing?
I'd say this. If you see any behavior that is questionable to you, then step in and stop it. Just be the responsible adult and err on the side of caution. Beyond that, the guidelines prohibit bullying or physical hazing and initiations.
Well, this is certainly eye-opening, but what else?